Bismillah, assalamu alaikum. Now we're going to inshallah, we've got some ruqya water here. रुकिया का पानी है और इंशाल्लाह इसमें तवीज़ डालेंगे. We're going to put all the taweez inshallah into the ruqya water to break their effects inshallah ta'ala. So we'll start off by these ones inshallah. We can just put these as they are inshallah and put these straight in here. So I've recited over this water inshallah. I've recited the muwaddatayn, which is Surah Al-Falaq, Surah Al-Nas, inshallah, Ayat Al-Kursi, and I won't pick this one up with my hands now because it's been written with blood, and inshallah, you know, subhanallah, I can't believe it. It's filthy, absolutely filthy. And I did actually, for my fingers, I felt like they were burning when I opened it up. I should have had some gloves on, which is a bit of a mistake on my side. Inshallah, next time I'll remember to wear gloves. I'll wash my hands now. So it's all in there. Let's do all these inshallah ta'ala.
Did you talk about them?
I think we spoke about these, yeah, briefly. Yeah, these are all got some. They're all the same. All these are the same. And what they prescribed to the patient, to have one a day sort of thing for 10 days. But what it says on there is just some.
How do you take it?
This is supposed to be dissolved in water, and it's written on like a type of paper where the pen ink will. Look how easy. Look, if I just show you. Look how easy this dissolves off here. And if it's soaked in water for a little while, it starts to dissolve away. The ink, can you see? Look at that.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
And the ink starts to come off.
Okay.
And then they drink that water, and it's supposed to help, but it never does. It causes more damage, and possibly cause a jinn to enter your body, yeah, through these type of things. So, inshallah, we're going to destroy all of these now. Bismillah. These are all dissolved in there anyway, there's not really. There's a couple more in that envelope of these ones. Could you just get them out for me, please? Look at these, you've got loads of square boxes with the numbers and the heart inside, and you have loads of meaningless things inside here.
Well, to us.
Well, it's meaningless to really any normal human being. Subhanallah, makes you wonder why people turn to these peers when they can turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When are people going to realize that shafa is from reciting the Quran, reciting the kalam of Allah, reciting the names of Allah? Inside that is shafa, not from hanging this rubbish around your neck. See, people stop trusting Allah and start having yaqeen in these type of things, and what that does is it's a form of shirk. When you start trusting in this and you see this as your protector, this is shirk, clear shirk, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never ever forgive anybody who commits shirk. Remember that. I advise the people, if you've got something like this and it's packed tight, it's packed in such a way that you can't open it, and you know, you should ask yourself the question, why is it packed so tight? Why is it made so hard for me to get into? If it's just a simple taweez and it's got some ayat of Quran in there, then it should be easy to access. You should be reading it. But you know what? They don't want you to read it. That's why they pack them so tight in these things inside sellotape and plastic, like you just saw in the previous video. They pack it in such a way because they don't want you to read it. Because they don't want you to read the shirk and the kufr that they've wrote on side these pieces of paper.
What do you say to someone when you meet someone who's wearing one of these around their neck?
If you see anybody who's wearing one of these, ask them if they know what's on it, why they have it, and wouldn't it be better to have reliance upon Allah than to have reliance on a taweez around your neck? Put that in there as well. In fact, another thing is, you see these knots here. should always make sure that these knots are undone as well, because there could be the sihr inside these knots here. Very important. Always don't overlook these things. Always make sure you check it. And if you can't, if the knot's too tight to open up, all you do is you just cut straight through the knot, inshallah, and that will break it. Just keep cutting little cuts until it takes the knot totally out. Might be a bit thick. Inshallah, bismillah. Bismillah, bismillah. That's it, you see that there, opened up. Bismillah, bismillah. That's it, you see how that opened up there, inshallah. I don't think there's any knots in that one. The rest of that should be okay, inshallah. Yeah. We'll put all that in there. Just make sure the knot's properly opened up. Yep. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. We'll put that in the sihr soup. Sihr soup, man. That's what it is. Here's another one there, another knot. Always make sure all the knots, because the magicians, that's what they blow onto the knots. Min sharri naffathati fil uqad. The shaitans, they blow on the knots, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warns us about them. So always make sure all the knots are all broken. Bismillah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Okay, that's another one, inshallah. Chuck that in there as well, and that.
What does the sahir gain? What does he gain from doing all this, the sahir?
I'll tell you what he'll gain in the akhirah, Jahannam. He doesn't really gain anything. They think they gain something. They get loads of false promises, because what they don't realise is that the shaitan, they're just liars. They can give you a million promises, but you know, they'll never do anything for you unless you do something for them. And most of the time, what they ask you to do is far worse than what they will do. So they will ask you to do some disgusting things, and as you know, in Pakistan you've heard of people digging up bodies from the graves and using, you know, filthy things to write the Quran, A'udhu Billah, and doing all sorts of, you know, worshipping idols and incest and all sorts of disgusting things to please the shayateen in order for them to do something for them. And what they get in return, really, have you ever met a peer who's really happy, living it up with a nice house and nice car and everything, who sleeps well at night? You won't see one, because you know what? The shayateen won't let them sleep peacefully at night. They won't let them sleep peacefully at night. And how can somebody sleep peacefully at night when he doesn't do his ibadah properly like a Muslim should do? Alhamdulillah. Okay, that's that done, inshallah. Okay, that's the small ones done. We've got another one here which was written in blood as well. This one was, the ones in blood you can tell because they go into a funny colour. They go into a funny colour like this. And this one, we read it, didn't we, brother? And it had a few ayats of Surah Al-Baqarah on it. And they write it in the blood to degrade the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What we'll do, we'll just put this into the mixture as well. Coffee. Where's that other drink? Alhamdulillah. This one's an old one. The other ones have been newer ones. This one's a bit older. Subhanallah. Allah knows who this has affected. Only Allah knows. We ask Allah to heal whoever's been hurt by this.
Ameen.
And to forgive whoever's been hurt by this.
Ameen.
And use it as a ways and means for the person who's been harmed by this to enter Jannah, inshallah. Because don't take these things lightly. These are very harmful. These ones are very harmful, and they cause people a lot of pain throughout their lives. They cause husbands and wives to split up.
Edit it.
And the sihr soup just gets thicker and thicker.
Sihr soup, bro. I'm going to trademark that.
The sihr soup, that's right. And even cut the plastic where it's wrapped in. Well, that's it. Just make sure we haven't left any pieces out. And these ones here, this.
Oh, the big daddies.
There's a lot of these, and again, these are ones that they dissolve and drink again. To be dissolved and drink, and I think these were from Pakistan again, from the Jhelum area. So if you know anybody in Pakistan in the Jhelum area writing taweez like this, stay away from him.
He's dead.
He's dead, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. We've had news that the sahir who writes these down. It looks like a lot of good first. It looks good. Allah, Allahu, Allah, Allah Haq. Yeah, and then it goes into some rubbish, which we don't want to say. And then we don't understand this language of numbers. A'udhu billah.
How do you know he's dead?
He had a horrible death.
He had a horrible
He
death.
had a horrible death.
Subhanallah.
No.
Yeah,
Well, can you tell us more about his horrible death?
Unnatural death or is it?
मर गया?
मर गया.
कैसे मरा?
मर गया.
क्या मरा?
Allahu alam how it happened. Yeah, it wasn't a good one.
What else do you know about him? Come on, brother, give me some.
What's that?
Give me some information. The person who did these taweez.
I know a little bit about the person who did these taweez, yeah. He claimed to be somebody who helped people and take out sihr, what has been done by other sahirs, to take out. But what he actually does, he takes the magic out, well, he pretends to, with using more jinn, and then also prescribes you filth like this to affect you again.
Puts more gin in.
So, effectively, what happens is it's a big cycle. You end up pretending to be fixed, and then he puts more sihr on you, and then you keep going back to him again and again and again, and money keeps coming his way. Useless money, worthless money, and that's what keeps happening. Alhamdulillah. May Allah curse these magicians.
I mean,
Destroy them. You know the punishment for a magician in Islam is death, maut. There's no ikhtilaf on the matter. Punishment for a magician is maut.
They become murtad.
They become, yeah. It throws them out of the fold. As soon as they start writing shirk like this, they are murtad. Straight up, Gaffer, straight thrown out the fold of Islam.
The jinn ask, before the jinn start to do anything for them,
Yeah,
they have to commit shirk
shirk. That's
before
right.
they do anything else.
That's right, yeah.
They ask them to do things like shirk thing. To pray to no Allah, or to make dhabh to no Allah. Or
That's right, bro. So before they even start this magician, or any jinn even does anything for them, my brother's just informed me. Yes, that's right. They have to commit shirk, which throws you out the fold of Islam.
Bro, I think we're going to need some more water.
Inshallah, there's plenty. I've got plenty of water. I've got some zamzam upstairs. Inshallah, if we need to put some more zamzam in it, there's plenty.
But that's more like a porridge now than a soup.
You know, the sihr soup has turned into a sihr porridge. Subhanallah. And this is so regular as well. You can't destroy them fast enough. You know the amount of that weed we're destroying every day.
so the people that are wearing these, and anybody that's got anything similar to this in their house,
You know what?
what should they do straight away? Destroy
You know
it
what?
just like this.
Destroy it. Open it up. Recite on some water, Surah Al-Falaq, Surah Al-Nas 3 times, and blow on it with a bit of spittle. And recite Ayatul Kursi over it. Open up the taweez. While you're doing that, please recite Surah Al-Falaq and Surah Al-Nas for protection, to protect yourself, because some taweez do have like a trigger something off to affect you even if you try to destroy them. So don't try to burn taweez. Do not burn them. Always dissolve them in water, because what that does, it dissolves away the writing. Now if you can look at these already, you can see the writing's already disappeared. Just paper left a lot of the time. The writing, the ink, the paper's gone blue. Yeah, because the writing dissolves. What that does is going to nullify it all. And what you do, you soak it in this, and if you can, add some Dead Sea salt into it. Add some salt into it, because that softens the water up. and will also help in dissolving the ruqya, the sihr.
What do you do after?
And then after you've dissolved it, let it dissolve for a good while. And what the best way to dispose of this is to take it to a river or a stream and just tip it into there so it goes into the sea eventually, down into the rivers. And that's the best way to dispose of it. Don't just chuck it into, like some people do, into a nali or the dustbin or there, because it can still be effective. You see, what you do, you dissolve it in water, and that breaks the effect of it, inshallah, with the help of Allah. Always make sure you try to be in wudu when you do this as well. Inshallah, may Allah help us and strengthen us in these, and help us to speak out against these magicians.
How many days should you have it in the water?
Just no number of days, just till it dissolves really, until you feel it's dissolved good enough. Just get rid of it, inshallah, after. But yeah, that's that. Alhamdulillah, we've got rid of all these taweez. If you've got any taweez that you want me to look at or dissolve or get rid of or have read for you, inshallah, I'll forward my address, or get in touch with me, send me a private message, and inshallah we'll get in touch. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.